Hey guys, what's going on? Rivero here. So, I've made a few videos of this Legend of Zelda world I've been working on, and I haven't really posted anything recently because I've been having a few problems. One of them being that the invisible armor stands seem to be darkening the blocks, which is a really big problem. I don't know why it does that. I don't think it always happens. Sometimes it fixes it, other times it doesn't. But yeah, right now, I'm not going to worry about that too much because I think there's some versions that fix it. But anyways, right now, I'm trying to figure out how to make the Deku scrub work. Because if I can't even get the Deku scrub to work, then there's not really a point in making all the enemies. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but in an actual video, but like, my goal when I started this was to make the whole entire game playable and everything, so that there'd be items, they'd be usable, there'd be enemies that you could attack, and so on. As you can even see by like this right here, you just throw a bomb at it. Don't know why, but my headset went on again. But yeah, as you can see, that's how you actually defeat those BMOSs, or however you call it. And basically, I'm trying to figure out how to make the Deku Scrub attack. I don't really expect anyone to really know how to do this, but I do want to know, or main reason I'm doing this is to show that I am trying to still work on this, but I just have so many like different problems that I need to fix before I can actually even continue working on everything else. So the most I've gotten so far is that, as you can see, once you get close, it'll go away. You get too far, it won't look for you, and it'll point in the direction that you're at. But one problem is the fact that if you like move too close, or you like, because you can activate both of these at the same time if you do it right, like that, and then once you go over here, it's not looking at you anymore. So that's a problem I don't really know how to fix, as well as if you go around, it'll do this. I think I could fix that eventually, but that's not really the biggest problem. The biggest problem is figuring out how to make it so that it knows where to shoot. There's gotta at least be 16 directions that it can shoot, because if there's only 8, like the diagonals and the horizontal and vertical, then you would just be able to dodge and like stand in this area and be able to get this close, which I don't want to have happen. So we have 16 different angles that it can go, and these are where the armor stand will show up. So you summon it here. This is the Deku nut that it shoots out, and then it'll do this. Let's see. You turn that to always active, and then it shoots toward you, as you can see. The problem is, I can only make it go that direction when I choose it to do that. So the whole time, like, I've been spending hours on this. I've been trying to figure out what type of enemy, like, points in your direction at all times. All of the, like, mobs seem to, like, face certain directions, but not, like, every single one. So if I'm here, it might still be, like, facing over here for some reason. And I tried using a skeleton and, like, using the direction of the arrow to shoot that way, but for some reason it still doesn't seem to like completely work that way, because the skeleton isn't always accurate, and after the skeleton does shoot the arrow, I can't delete it in time before it like hits me, or it doesn't realize that there's an arrow in the air. So I'm probably gonna have to figure out another way to do it other than whichever the way the direction of the arrow's facing. And in the end, if I can't make it look cool using the Deku Nut, I could always just make it a invisible skeleton here, and he'll shoot arrows at you. But what's the fun in that? It doesn't make everything all epic. I'll let you guys know if I can find any way of fixing it. If you guys have an idea on how I can make something shoot in a certain direction, or your direction that you're at, please help me, because I am confused.